Okay guys, this is how to remove a oil pump in a, let's see, since GeoTrack has been out to the 97. These are all 8 bottom ends, 8 valve bottom ends. It don't matter if you've got an 8 valve head or a 16 valve head, they all got 8 valve bottom. Most of your Suzuki's, I'll say probably all of them, has the same setup. So let's show you. Alright. Now, I don't know how well this camera. You got your AC pump, which mine has an alternator. Right there. Then you got your AC brackets got to come off, of course. Then you got your power steering pump, which there'd be a bolt here and there. And then there'd be a bolt right there. Be a bolt there, and that's what takes that off. The AC pump, I don't really remember how it comes off, because I use an alternator instead. But that's what you need to do. You need to take your whole timing cover off, your timing belt off, your tensioner off. Then you need to take this alternator off, which you got a bracket. You got a stud or a bolt here. Then you got a bunch of bolts on that side you got to take off. Then your alternator. Hope you guys know how to take off the alternator of this. If not, I can do a video follow up. Now the oil pump's right here. To be able to take this off, you gotta take your dipstick out. Dipstick tube. There'll be a bolt right there. Take that off. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts that holds this this oil pump on. Then you gotta go underneath and take off your oil pan bolts. Hard to tell. The 14 to 20 bolts. You gotta drop your oil pan. If you're gonna drop your oil pan, and then you're gonna have a nightmare. Okay, let me grab something. I'll lay down and go show you why I mean the nightmare. Okay. The nightmare begins. Okay. Now, if you have a four-wheel drive half shaft style, this right here is a half shaft. You gotta rip your whole front end off underneath the tractor. I have no half shaft on that side. But, yeah, you gotta take the whole front pig out. If you got a half shaft style, there'll be a bracket here. There'll be 3 or 4 bolts. Then you got 2 bolts located up under here where the 2 holes are at. Then you got a bracket up there. Get up under here. Now, there'll be a bracket there. It'll be like 3 bolts. Now, here's just a trick for you guys to know. There's the half shaft, fully taken out. Now, here's the hub. I got auto locking up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be 6 bolts. You take that off. Once you get your hub off, then there'll be this C-clip. You need a set pliers to sprawl out the C-clip, and that's how you take the axle out. There's no bolts that holds the axle in. Then once you get that done, go back under the nightmare of the Geo. And this oil pan's got to come off. There'll be 4 bolts in the front for the oil pan, the oil pump, and then, like I said, 14 bolts hold the oil pan in, and then you gotta drop your drag link. And you gotta drop your drag link bar. This thing that I'm playing with, you drop your idling arm, your idling arm drag link bar assembly. Unless you just want to pop the whole thing out. But I just took 3 bolts out of the frame. Here. I just took 3 bolts out, dropped it down enough so I can get the oil pan in and out. But back up here, of course you gotta take your fan shroud, your fan blade, your fan shroud, all your pulleys and all that. I hope you guys knew that. And I took the radiator out so I can get better access. See? There's the radiator. Now, let me go in the garage to show you. Alright, here's why I had to take the alternator, the oil pump out. Because I was running a 96 oil pump, a 96 oil pan on a 92 Geotrack motor. Yes, it does work. And you guys can't see this crap. Hang on, give me a minute. It does work, but my motor wasn't high performance. So being a non-high performance motor, pretty much in dummy terms, not being high performance, it does damage. So there you go. That's the oil pump. Now, where the screws at, there'll be oil. You might have to, if you get a new one, for some reason you had to put a new one in here or just replace one, you got to prime oil in here and put oil here. But if I was you, I only put oil here. Then this right here is how the oil pump spins on a Geotracker. It runs off the crank. You like your 80s cars used to have a oil pump to run off the cam. That has like an arm that bounces up and down that pump. No, that's the oil pump. My bad. That's your fuel pump. Your old school had a sticking out one that stuck out the block, and then it had a shaft sticking out like this that turns the gears. This one turns right here. This is how it turns. See? That's how it pumps off the crank. And that crank is keyed. So it has a slot, then it's ovaled, and then it only goes that one way. But yeah, oil goes in here, then pumps out through here. So that's your pickup. This goes from your pickup strainer, then out to the rest of your block, which is kind of new. Cool. Which I like that. Here's a 96 oil pan. And I wish I had the oil pan down, but of course I was in a rush getting everything done. So yeah, this very way. But there you go. That's how you do it.